Good evening, folks. What's going on tonight? What's up, Arcane? What's up, Satellite? PM Collector Boy, Ms. Roy, Brunhilde, I see you there. Cheers, one and all. Hi, everybody. Happy Thursday. Hope you're all doing well. I'm doing good. Had another fine, productive day today. Due to some scheduling stuff, I ended up jogging today instead of yesterday, and I won't go tomorrow. I'll go on Saturday. So my body is nice and tuckered out, but the gratifying kind, the good kind, where you know you did something meaningful, you know it had purpose. The first Game Boy game is such an awkward phrase. Where's it? Ah, I see it there. This is I sat here for a couple minutes when I was getting the stream ready tonight, just kind of staring at this page, just really taking it in. Cause my God, like, it's not as garish as some of these tables of contents have been over the last couple of months, but good Lord, like, graphic design back in the mid-90s was such a clown show. Soaking in the water temple vibes. Okay, I'm glad I'm not... Okay. So yeah, it looks like they took... I'm guessing they took stock imagery of the Parthenon or something, put it in the background, ran it through, like, wibbly-wobbly filters, overlaid, like, water patterns on it, put a nice bright lens flare in the top left, and we're like, yes, this makes perfect sense. This is exactly what we need to advertise Donkey Kong Land for reasons. I got it. That monster in the center that's in slice and dice everywhere. It's a, what are those things called? This is a monster I didn't have a Nintendo really growing up. It sold when I was 8 and no Game Boy. Sega Child. Nautilus. Okay, thank you. Nautilus. It's like Trilobite? No, obviously not. Obviously not. 2-hit. Thank you so much for subscribing for 46 months. Good God, you're coming up on 4 years. Madness. Madness, I say, but a madness that I greatly appreciate. Didn't notice it before, but it's quite vaporware. It is kind of nice. Like, sometimes when you end up with styles and vibes like vaporware, I feel like it's trying to evoke a feeling from a particular period that didn't actually exist. And it's kind of nice to actually go back to the 90s and see stuff like this and be reminded, oh yeah, we were totally indulging in that shit back then. Behind the word donkey, there's is back. What is back? Yeah, I think it's beast. This is definitely a B, unless it's supposed to be a heavily stylized R. I see the pieces of an E here. There's a diagonal line that's probably part of a capital A. A curve here that looks like an S, and then a T. So I'm pretty sure it's beast. Maybe they're advertising that Baja Blast is back. F-Zero Racer, thank you so much for subscribing for 1 year. Oh my God. Oh my God, a Garfield emote. A very good emote. Guy looks like butt crack. It's probably how I would have read it as a kid. But yeah. It's so 90s, chat. It's so 90s. I can't get over it. But I appreciate it. I appreciate Nintendo Power being able to transport us 30 years hence and remind us of all the graphical crimes and excesses the designers were committing then. Wait, I see it. Yeah, Beast is back, yeah. What's up, cute T-Goat? Good to see you. Garf mode discovered. It is... Ain't that a thing, Brunhilde? Exactly 30 years, in fact. Exactly. Oh my God! Oh my God, there's bits all over my face! Ah! Beth Kinda Sorta, what have you done? Thank you. Thank you for that. I really appreciate it. You in the habit of reminding us we're near the grave. I mean, look at me. Look at me. What else do I have going on? Okay. What's up, Manic? Early design Garfield is ugly. When was that? The 70s? When did Garfield start? I want to say 80s. I hope wherever you are and whatever you're doing, you've got a delicious drink. I have pre-mixed peach margarita, and it is lovely. And now we have Donkey Kong Bonanza. True, very true. 30 years ago, it was Donkey Kong Land. The ACM, as Nintendo Power loves reminding people. The ACM Donkey Kong making his way to Game Boy. 78, okay. So Garfield originated in 78. I see lasagna cat. Especially did people back then know that DK was already a video game classic character in the making? I think they did. I think the DKC craze is really what cemented things. Obviously, Donkey Kong had 3 games back in the arcade era that found their way onto the Nintendo Entertainment System. He was brought back for DK94. I don't know how well DK94 did. I hope it did well. I hope it did just well, I mean, it had to do pretty well because it did spawn 2 spiritual successors, if not direct sequels, right? But yeah, I think Donkey Kong Country. I think Donkey Kong Country is really what solidified DK as one of Nintendo's tent poles. Because, well, I mean, already here, this on the right-hand page, this where it says under the skin of ACM, where they're going to go through the actual rendering techniques they use to make this, frankly, photorealistic gorilla here. They've already got a screenshot from Donkey Kong Country 2, because there's Dixie. Also showed up elsewhere and also ran like Mario Kart. True. Yeah, that is true. He was in SNES Mario Kart. Trying to remember if he showed up anywhere else in this era. I don't think so. Anyone know if US Acres had a comic? I never found it. I loved US Acres because I was a big fan of the Garfield cartoon. And actually, I collected Garfield comics. They, at least back in the 90s, they would come out in volumes, and they were rectangular. They were small, they were rectangular, maybe about 9-10 inches long, and then only like 5 or 6 inches tall. Perfectly proportioned for their 3-panel layouts. And I had a bunch of those. Never found anything for US Acres. DKC is where Nintendo realized he could be a tentpole character. Yeah, tentpole. Back then, I think kind of worked like the K-pop theory. When a character was made, it was made with the idea of running it into the ground. Sonic, they got Dua's Infinity to do the soundtrack for a Genesis game. Donkey Kong 1 through 80 billion revisions. Donkey Kong definitely hit saturation in the SNES era. I mean, if you think about it, he got more games on... He got more original games on the SNES than Mario did. Because Mario had Mario World and Yoshi's Island. Donkey Kong got 3. Hell, Samus only got 1. I think Garfield Friends Are There pops in my head first, which is odd because We're Ready to Party theme song went on for far longer. If he was gonna fail, he was gonna fail profitably. I'm curious, at some point maybe I'll look up the sales figures for the DKC games. I wonder if it looks like a bell curve, or if they dropped off after DKC and they decided after the 3rd one they just didn't need to crank out anymore. I'm assuming, and maybe we'll get a little bit of background on this when we get to the special feature on it. I'm assuming the ACM rendering technique was pretty expensive, like more expensive than just having conventional sprite artists. So maybe once they had generated all those characters, maybe they were like, well, we might as well get our money's worth out of them. But they cranked out 64 more. I get, yeah, after, you know, now that I think about it, after DK94, Donkey Kong really was a mainstay on Nintendo systems, wasn't he? He had 3 games on Super Nintendo. He had DK64 on N64, and he also showed up in Smash and other stuff. Was there a Donkey Kong game on the GameCube? I've never heard of a game on Steam called Merchant 64. Can't say that I have, but I have heard Fury Fighter subscribing for 44 months. Thank you for that. 44 months of no Sunday streams and certainly no Claire B. Oh, that was Donkey Konga. Okay. Donkey Konga. What's this? What's this? Merchant 64, a tiny retro-inspired traveling merchant game. Take control of merchant as you buy goods at low prices and sell them in different towns at high prices. I've been kind of ruined by Shipwreck 64. I'm expecting this to be a stealth horror game. I think there's something about like that particular generation, like the N64 or PS1 aesthetic. Like, no matter how earnest you are about it, it just looks like a stealth horror game. There's a game called Donkey Kong Land on the Game Boy, and it got a sequel. Do tell, Eva. Do tell. It's good to see you tonight. And Le Retro Spiso, good to see you as well. Good to see everybody. Glad we're all here. Glad we can come together for some power hours. I don't know if it's because I've been getting so much into Aisha or because my schedule's been a little weird lately. Taking like weekend trips and stuff and doing streams that definitely don't exist. Feels like it's been longer and longer in between power hours streams. I guess we did miss last Saturday. But I think it's also partly I'm so into Aisha right now. I'm enjoying that so much that it occupies a lot more of my mind than a lot of full playthroughs that we do. It makes everything else feel like kind of spaced out further. From what I gathered, it almost seems like you wanted to make it bigger at build a pace or wrapped up, toss it out there. Day manager's on a power trip, multiple of us got right up talking to, followed by we know it's BS, let us know what's going on with Probably trust the tags for once, this doesn't seem to have psychological horror. Yeah. And I mean, usually, these games play coy, but you can tell. Either from an errant screenshot or something in the game's description, something is suspicious about it. So, yeah. Merchant 64 looks above board, really. Combo of low res and low poly is where horror thrives. I agree. That does, upon reflection, and its revival in the modern era, that does seem to be like peak horror to me. Glad to be here instead of outside. Outside is scary. There are bears outside. Yeah, Crow Country. Crow Country is a perfect example. Good evening, Drake Nell. Good to see you. Chaos, good to see you as well. I'll do what I can, buddy. I started watching an episode of South Park for the first time in Least Day. I heard that was quite a banger of an episode. No more centrist fence sitting for them, I guess. Amazing how Aisha has become the hearty soup for the souls channel. Sometimes games like that come around. It's not exactly planned that way. They just kind of happen. I think Dragon Quest Builders, both of them, were very much that. I think both of the Dragon Quest Builder games were kind of soothing panaceas for the community when we did them. It definitely seems like Aisha is as well. About to say, yeah. Dragon Quest Builders was very, very obvious about that, so. Makes me wonder, would the mainline Dragon Quests actually feel that way too? I mean, Dragon Quest Builders had like an immense amount of charm, but how much of that is just like the, well, modern, semi-modern, semi-recent Dragon Quest localization and charm? And how much of it was the actual building element of it? Before they got the fucking fence, before they canceled Colbert, but whatever, Parker Snow. I mean, better late than never is what I'm gonna say. I've never been a huge fan of critiquing people, criticizing people when they finally do come around to your side. And use all the allies you can get. Can't wear this push to sanitize games won't stop the obvious trash games nobody's heard of. I don't think it's a real concerted thing. I think it's just what's going on right now with itch is like just a particularly bad look. I think the blowback from it will make some degree of difference. I'm sure behind the scenes itch is negotiating furiously over what's going on, but yeah. What's the news? Itch delisted all of their, ostensibly Itch delisted all of their games with featuring adult content due to complaints from their payment processors, but they seem to also catch games that included like gay and trans content. In one case, one game got delisted because it had a single mention of like a trans character in it. Australia doing Australia things. I think the structure of the game must have helped it feel chill rather than what a linear JRPG story would feel like. You know, that's a good point too, because yeah, the DQ Builder games had unconventional structures to them. Aisha has an unconventional structure to her, so well, we'll see. I think. When being a Dragon Quest, Aisha's Keith Gravassel gets lampooned that I don't think Dragon Quest could provide. Also true. Also true. I guess, ironically, Dragon Quest plays it a little too straight in terms of what we've been enjoying. Oh, I'm drinking this too fast. I love it. It's great. Trend towards censorship is indeed worrying. Well, first of all, good evening, Deep Thought. It's good to see you. And second of all, I mean, you have the government throwing around its weight, legally or otherwise. Other organizations are going to take that as a signal that they can do the same. So, yeah, it's a bad time right now. It's a bad time to be a vulnerable person. Because I'm just gonna start painting myself in rainbows. That's the spirit. That's the spirit. They crack down, you just be yourself twice as hard. Sometimes that's all you can do. It's just be yourself and carry on. Anyway, chat. Anyway. I don't want to ramble too long tonight because this is a big issue. Not issue as in a problem, but this is a big issue of Nintendo power. One that was a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. What's up, Loja High? Good to see you. Imagine what it's like to have a brain smaller than your swollen. Alright, anyway, so the cover of this is, I mean, if we can be honest here, it's not a great cover. I remembered this one as the issue of Nintendo Power from 1995 that I always skipped over when I was looking for an interesting issue to read back through. As a kid, there wasn't really anything in this one that I cared a whole lot about. I mean, there's a preview of Chrono Trigger, certainly, but I was more interested in the actual Chrono Trigger feature than the preview. So, Nintendo Power 1995 is not a great cover. It really, as a quick aside, it really makes me miss the handmade like clay and craft covers they did back in the late 80s, early 90s. I'm officially at DK's ass and angry about it too. Like, not okay with that ass. Fish is hilarious and almost saves the cover. Judge Dreddle says. Kind of a paradoxically flat 3D render. I know, right? Oh yeah, the nightmarish severed Dracula heads. I still wish I had a copy of that one, like a physical copy of that issue. That would have been a hell of a thing. Anyway, all this is to say, as a kid, this was not one of my favorite issues. I tended to gloss over it. As an adult, and one who has made a hobby, not a living, certainly, out of running through issues of Nintendo Power online for internet peoples, this one is extremely notable. This one is actually jam-packed, full of the features that y'all get excited about. So, let me remind you the schedule and other stuff going on real quick, and then we'll go through the table of contents, and we will get going. Because depending on how things go, we may be on this issue for weeks. There is a lot of contents. Not just what is shown here. That issue's the issue. Call these weirdos, we know you are. What's up, Zep? Appreciate we have two completely unrelated games called Nosferatu released like 10 years apart. Somehow they're both about punching the heck out of vampires. At least they got that part right. At least they have that going for them. Okay, so you are presently watching with your eyeballs and your ear holes the Power Hour, the start of July of 1995. This will continue into Saturday, and by the end of tonight, we'll have a much better idea of what parts of this magazine are going to be doing on Saturday. Will we get to the Epic Center and the RPGs in Japan by then? I don't know. There's something in the way that we'll talk about in a minute. Tomorrow night is the July Community Nights, the last Friday of July, chat. This year is slipping by. It feels like it's going very fast because my ass is unemployed for it. But yeah, y'all requested a whole bunch of RPG Maker games. I will put them on a good old wheel. We will spin it as many times as we can. We'll play a whole bunch of them. It'll be a good time. Some of them, you wouldn't know they were RPG Maker games unless somebody told you. Y'all picked a really, really interesting spread. I'm excited about that. So yeah. Community night tomorrow night, more Power Hours on Saturday, no stream on Sunday. I don't need to tell you that. There's never any stream on Sunday, ever. Aisha is back on Monday. Are we approaching the end game? Are we in the end game? I don't know, but it certainly feels like it. Don't know how much Aisha is left, but we'll find out next week, I imagine, which makes the vote going on right now even more important, chat. If you will feast your eyeballs upon our Dragon Coin options, we have a vote for the next game we're playing after Aisha. It's gonna be a building sim. I've already decided. It's gonna be a building sim. We previewed a bunch of games. We compiled a list of options to choose from, and you have that list of options before you even know. You can vote for as many of them as you want. I only ask one vote per option, please. They are Roller Coaster Tycoon, Startopia, Timberborn, The Settlers 7 Paths to a Kingdom, and Project High Rise. A very diverse grouping of games. Honestly, not a whole lot of overlap between those. But yes, those are your options. I will call this vote on Saturday. So if you need time to review, if you need time to research, to ponder your options, to search your heart, to buttress your feelings even, that's how you can do that. Jesus, I see the RCT block is present. Aisha's almost crafted all the bombs. It does seem so, yeah. In the name of censorship, release the beavers. Now there's a tagline. Holy shit. Alright. With that said, chat, let's get into it. Let's talk about the contents of July 1995. Obviously, the big headliner is Donkey Kong Land. They've been talking about this one for a while. DKC was big. DKC was very big. Donkey Kong Country on your Game Boy? I mean, that's gotta be huge too. They have a 14-page feature on this thing. I almost feel like that's the most pages they have ever spent on a Game Boy game ever. More than like Link's Awakening or Mario Land 2 or something. It is prodigious in scope. Shame DK Land was mid. Well, we've actually played it on here before. We can run it back. We can play a little bit more and talk about where they ended up. Bluefish is just happy to be here. Green fish on the top there looks like kind of into what it sees. It's feeling it out. It saw him from across the page. And his friend or like their vibes. All right, so the full coverage this month: 5 games. Donkey Kong Land, Judge Dredd. This is based on the Stallone flick. Keep that in mind. Nosferatu. I'll need some context on this one because I'm not immediately familiar with it. Jungle Strike, this is the Super NES one. The Game Boy one was last month, so I'm glad this one's here. And then a rather curious one, Animaniacs. We already had a feature on the SNES Animaniacs. Oh, this might be the Game Boy one. Considering it's near the back of the magazine, it might be the Game Boy one. And I'm gonna grouse about this again, chat. For the last couple years, Nintendo Power had a perfectly good system for designating what system games were on. It would color code them. SNES games were green, Game Boy games were purple, NES games were red. For whatever reason, they decided to ditch that entirely in 1995, so now on the table of contents, there's no fucking way to know what system, what game is for, until you flip to its actual coverage. So, which is extra stupid, considering we're on the very cusp of the Virtual Boy, a third system, and we're supposed to get the N64 this year, though I think, I think they might have already, in the last issue, said that it was pushed to 96, but whatever. I'm still mad at them about this. Nosferatu is a side-scrolling game in the Prince of Persia style. You fight all sorts of monsters with your fist, trying to save your girlfriend from the titular Nosferatu. Thank you for using the word titular. I wish I could hear the word titular. I love seeing titular, chat. Just, I want to see all the titular. It's such a good word. Do you like these old 3D renders at least? I can't believe they lack the color coding. It's painful, yeah. Good news! We won't have to worry about Virtual Boy games for long. Comfort your heart by pretending they got a colorblind editor. That would actually explain a lot. This is a Game Center CX episode about Nosferatu. Oh, what's up, Shadows? Good to see you. Getting rid of useful features for no reason goes back into infinity. It's not just for modern times. Also, if I didn't give you a proper greeting, Helveet, here it is. Good evening. Good to see you. So I vote for beavers. DK definitely eyeing some titular on there. So that's the full coverage. We also have 4 Take-Two reviews. Power Instinct, I don't know what that is. SWAT Cats, I know what that is. Another Power Rangers game, this one based on the movie, and then World Heroes 2 Jet. I know World Heroes. The Jet subtitle throws me a little bit. Okay, Epic Center. Epic Center's big freaking deal this time. I haven't had that much to drink yet. Epic Center's the big draw this time, chat. Because, as you can see right here, bottom center, they got a big feature on RPGs in Japan. There is, as Shadows mentioned, there are Japan exclusive games in there. Yes, so this is a rare treat for us, chat. We'll have a number of games that y'all can request that will never show up ever again in the magazine. Ever. So yeah. They're also going to be doing a big preview of Chrono Trigger. They've got Epic Strategies. And then special features. This is the other thing. This is the other roadblock. The first special feature in the magazine immediately after Donkey Kong Land is their E3 report. Meaning everything that got previewed at E3 95 is going to be mentioned across those pages. So a whole lot of stuff from for like later in 1995, 96, even on into 97 probably. So before we even get to the deluge of Japanese only games, we're gonna have a big preview of future games. So, and I already peeked at it, and there's a shitload of stuff mentioned. Just a ridiculous amount. They got a thing about ACM, which is their rendering technique that they use for Donkey Kong Country. It's probably really boring, so we'll skim over that. And then the sports scene, which is probably also really boring. And then every issue it's every issue. It's always the same. Everything's fine. They mark your systems before you only check out the stuff for the console you own. This way they hook the kid to the title. Kid begs her parents for the console they don't have because the game's not seem so cool. That is so cynical. You're probably right. God damn it. Wonder Project J on the page. I fucking love Wonder Project J. Tino also likes it, apparently. Thank you for the 30 stream streak, Shadows. Glad you've been showing up for a whole month here. Yeah, remember E3? Rest in peace. I used to go to E3. The first ever E3 I went to was, I think, 2003. That was a hell of a year. They were showing off... If I remember correctly... They were showing off Half-Life 2, Doom 3, and World of Warcraft. All of that one. It was crazy. My day, we just had E2 and we liked it. Wasn't even entertainment yet. Yeah, and then once I started working in the game industry, I got to go to every E3 every year until it quietly died off. But hey, at least we have the Doritos Pope's Summer Game Show to look forward to. Am I right? Question: when we get to E3, we're gonna do specials for Nintendo press conferences. I wasn't planning on it. Nintendo Power recaps all the important stuff. I'm really for what we're doing on the Power Hours. We really just need a list of games. It's, you know, it's fun to point and laugh at the old pictures of like nerds and booth babes and stuff, but yeah, we're here for the games, chat. It's about the game. It's always about the games. Even someone who likes sports games, but this era they're gonna be boring as shit. PS1 is about to be here, so everyone's gonna give up on anything but reskin versions. Yeah, and then 64 is gonna have crappy ports of better games on PS1. Instead, we have all the companies just doing what they'd be doing at E3 themselves. Yeah. The writing, I gotta say, the writing was on the wall at E3 for a very, very, very long time. At least 5 years before it imploded. Like, you could tell it was on death's door. Every year, more and more companies just refused to show up for it. One of the big draws for everybody who wasn't, like, super, super mainstream were all the special, like, indie and smaller publishers in, I think it was Kentia Hall. And once they stopped doing that, it was kind of like, well, what's the point? Like, all the big news was easily viewable online by way of, like, GameSpot or IGN or whatever. Now, obviously, there's a ton of cons you can see upcoming indies at. You know, it's funny too. I think the first thing that really started taking a big chunk out of E3 was PAX, the Penny Arcade Expo. Like, I think a lot of companies really started turning to PAX to get the word out about their games over E3, because E3 was such it was such a mainstream industry event that it could be easily dominated by the big publishers, Nintendo, Sony, Microsoft. So I think a lot of smaller but extremely notable publishers and developers turned to PAX to get the word out about their games and get more face time with actual players rather than just like industry bigwigs and regulars. And I think that really hurt E3 over time. I think the emphasis started to shift away in a lot of companies and eventually got to the point where the big companies saw it that way too. And once E3 kind of started losing its sheen as like the place to be for game announcements, I think that's when the big companies got the idea that, dude, we don't even need E3. We'll just do it ourselves. We'll do our own press conferences with hookers and blackjack. It can't all be Rockstar. CEO of NOA out of nowhere promising Mario and Link would never murder. Do kind of like the live nature of the press conferences more than most directs. Something oddly entertaining about the possibility of shit going wrong. Oh yeah. It's like, you sound like one of the people that watch NASCAR specifically to see somebody crash. So yeah. Anyway, this is going to be a big E3 report, and we're going to be stuck on that for a while. So, anyway, chat. This is what we got to look forward to. There's at least 2 big features that threaten to delay us mightily in our journey through this issue. But you know what? We got time. I ain't going anywhere. I ain't on any kind of schedule. I could spend the next 30 years of my life going through the rest of Nintendo Power's run. I ain't got anywhere to be. Let's do this thing, chat. I'm turning the page. I am opening requests. Let's do this. Let's make this happen. Let's see what the nerds are agitating about this month. In volume 71, that'd be 3 volumes back, we asked what you thought would happen to the Super NES once the Ultra 64 comes out. Check out the special report on E3 in this issue and you'll see that a lot of great games are coming out for the Super NES, including Killer Instinct next month. It's a sample of what our readers thought. So, I mean, it's kind of a weird question to ask because, I mean, you know what's going to happen. It happened with the NES. The NES persisted for like two years? Almost 3 years into the SNES's lifespan, and then it died. What is that goop monster next to Proto Man? That is Glacius from Killer Instinct, actually. You can see under him the stylized KI in white. What a request for this. This is my first time. I am so glad you asked, Brunhilde, because I don't bother explaining this to people anymore. But the way the Power Hours works, I take y'all through an issue of Nintendo Power, page by page. We talk about the features, we talk about the writing, we talk about the games, all of that stuff. At any point, if you see something on the page, a game that you are interested in seeing, like actual gameplay for, you can use Dragon Coins, the channel points here, to request that that game be played. And I'll bring it up and we'll play it for a bit. Or if it's really good, I'll play it for a lot. So for example, on this page, they mention Killer Instinct on SNES. That's fair game. I see, well, there's Killer Instinct there. The middle envelope is from Clay Fighter 2, I think. Really good Joker on envelope 1. Sometimes I mostly just talk, honestly. But yeah, any game that is mentioned anywhere on the page in front of you, you can request. Yes, Satellite does make a good point. I'm not equipped for N64 yet. I don't have an emulator set up, and I do have an analog 3D coming my way. hopefully in about a month's time. Oh, y'all want to see the envelopes? I can do that. Let's get this down here. Here you go. Take a better look at that. I would like to request you play Phoenix, Arizona. What's up, Trade On? All right, so what do the letters say? I think the Super NES will continue to be productive long after the Ultra 64 makes its debut. Just look at how long the original Nintendo held out after the introduction of the cursed Sega Genesis. It's not really the comparison that I would make here. Estimate anywhere from between 1.5 to 3 years of unchanged sales for the Ultra 64 really makes an impact. Okay. Chris Mack, I'm sorry, you know nothing of the game industry. First year or so, the NES was still very popular until everyone got a Super NES or got a chance to play one. Still think Super NES will be popular, but in a few years, I think it'll end up like the NES, pitched away and only played now and then. More or less what happened. NU64 sounds pretty neat. You asked what's gonna happen to my SNES. It's staying right where it is. I'm worried what's gonna happen to your magazine. Right when SNES came out, I couldn't afford it. When it took over Nintendo Power, it got boring hearing about all those new games and getting no information on the regular NES. As long as you keep putting in lots of info about the Super NES, I'll be pleased. Holy shit, blonde lock. I think, if I remember correctly, in Amano's art, Locke is like platinum blonde, I think? Or like gray, even? To be fair, though, they might know nothing of the gaming industry. That actually accurately described this past generation. Is he blonde? Yeah, let's look now. You're right, he's blonde. Yep. Oh shit, yeah, I remembered, I forgot. I forgot his key art is actually like gold, yeah, like golden blonde. Silly me, I apologize. Yeah, if you look up Amano's art, his hair is like yellow. Like cornflower yellow. 6 pages for random console war strays that make literally no fucking sense. I think we have a new record. Yeah, I don't know why I thought of him as silver-haired. Maybe it's harder to make out in game. You know what it is. You know what it is. I know what it is. I know why that is. It's his sprite. Yeah, okay. It's his sprite. His sprite portrait, his hair is like essentially gray. Yeah, and it's also, I see it now. It's supposed to be blonde in his battle sprite, but they desaturated it too much and it comes out looking gray. That's what happened. They want to distinguish it from what's her butt? Oh, Cella's. Yeah. Getting got by the Amano originals 30 years later. Fake Final Fantasy 3, what we now know as Final Fantasy 6 fan over here. Alright, anyway, Super NES dead? Not. There's plenty of spunkiness left in this good old Super. No siree, I'll be playing it loud in the 21st century. I mean, that's what I'm doing, actually. When the day comes I don't play it anymore, I'll have it frozen along with me in a Chronix capsule along with my favorite games you send into space. Hopefully one day, oh god, chat, brace yourselves. Hopefully one day, Data from Star Trek The Next Generation might find me drifting in space and unthaw me along with my 16-bit companion and my stash of favorite games. Assuming Dr. Crusher can fix me and that the Replicator can make me a TV set, I'll be playing it loud in the 26th century. And then me and Wesley totally made out. That is not a poor fantasy. Brett Spiner's pretty hot. Hot is just dumb on crit track. That was just, it was a piercing sort of cringe, chat. It's one of those that you get just right in the chest. Just like a slug to the chest. Ambitious looking man. Do not destroy the SNES until the princess joins a gardening club, Samus goes to a nursing home, and Mario and Luigi's idea of little action is playing croquet. Long live Super Nintendo! Cringe is dead. Kill your cringe. Let him dream. Alright, I'll be nice. I'll be nice. Point made. Cringe is dead. Long live cringe. TNG is late 24th century, so everyone in TNG is long dead by the 26th. Thanks for that cheery thought. SNES is gonna be officially supported like barely 2 more years, by the way. Yeah. Over on the right-hand page. Alright, that top inset is actually a Power Player Contest winner. Or Players Poll Contest winner. Play It Loud is the motto of Sean McBride of Cleveland, Oklahoma, excuse me. Shown here with the spanking new Killer Instinct arcade game you won in the Volume 66 Players Poll Contest. Fortunately, my parents live on one side of the house and I live on the other. Says Sean, who names Glacius and Fulgore as his favorite characters. Sean only played KI once before winning the contest, now he's a definite freak. Gets pretty intense, a couple hours fly by and you don't even know it. Damn. I have a hard time imagining standing in a cabinet for a couple hours. He's a freak! Alright, we got a letter from Funky Kong. Chat. I just read what Cranky wrote in Nintendo Power Volume 71, and that geezer doesn't know what he's talking about. I think Donkey Kong Country is far out. The graphics are great, and you made the game so enjoyable. I think you should put me in the next game if you make a sequel. I have some good moves to bash those Kremlings. But the next thing Crank would say is the new layout of the magazine is too much. You can make him have a heart attack. But I think it's totally awesome. Ah! It looks like every gorilla has an opinion on DKC, and that's no monkey shines? I don't actually know that turn of phrase. We're still waiting to hear from Candy Kong. Hello out there, Candy. Drop us a line. Props to the letter where the kid says the SAS will be on the sidelines in a year or so, keeping it actually real. Cringe has been resurrected. You can't keep a good cringe down. How little letters were they getting if they're having some random intern write letters in character? I think they were still probably getting plenty, but they just couldn't resist the urge to fluff their own games in the letters page still. And then the final letter, is Kirby really made of marshmallow? Writes Cliff Campbell of Gratz, Pennsylvania. Rumor has it Kirby is made of a mysterious substance called Kirbyite that allows him to keep inhaling and exhaling for hours without hyperventilating. Curious? Okay. It would be really funny to see a Kirby game actually return to this. I can't really imagine a deeper cut than that. Cringe's return, deploy the purified. Suffer not the cringe to live. Purge the cringe. Cliffy C asking the tough questions. I was there, chat. Do not quote me the deep Kirby lore. I was there when it was written. Alright. Nintendo resurrects Kid Kirby and focuses on Kirby and the Kirbyite. Moving on to the power charts. What's charting this month? Super NES Top 20 hasn't really moved much. Link to the Past and Final Fantasy III swap places. People are apparently jonesing super hard for a Zelda right now. With Zelda pushed all the way up to number 2 on here. People from Forgotten Lands World Found Dreamland, that's kitty shit. We need to know if Kirby is still canon in Nintendo Power lore. So yeah, DKC, Link to the Past, Final Fantasy III, Super Metroid, Earthworm Jim. Way the hell up there. Way higher than it should be. NBA Jam Tournament, Illusion of Gaia, Ken Griffey, Kirby's Dream Course, and Killer Instinct. Killer Instinct isn't even playable on Super NES. But these gormless idiots are already voting it up. Oh, Christ almighty. The rest, the back half. Mega Man X2, Secret of Mana, Final Fantasy 2, what we now know as Final Fantasy 4. Secret of Evermore, Secret of Evermore. Same comment, you can't play it yet. NHL 95, Basson's Black Bass. I believe that was the first SNES fishing game we ever caught a fish in, right? SimCity, Super Mario Kart, NFL Quarterback Club, and the goddamned Lion King. I guess we need a little more of this then, don't we? I just want to take an early peek at DKC 2. It's on there. In fact, I'm gonna jump over to the most wanted here. Beat that Sega Genesis, but told us something to brag when I was 10. Yeah, definitely. If it's anything like the SNES one, the SNES one was not meant to be played by mortals. Most wanted. Shiva and Nightwolf have brawled to the top of Nintendo Power Reader's wish list, but Glacius and Fulgore are hot on their heels. Do you want to be heard? Be sure to send in the Players Poll card this issue. So, top 10 most wanted. As voted by the readers of Nintendo Power: Mortal Kombat 3, Killer Instinct, the Ultra 64 itself, Doom 64, the Virtual Boy, oh you poor children. You know not what you ask. Donkey Kong Country 2, Cruisin' USA, Donkey Kong Country, Final Fantasy 3, what we now know as Final Fantasy 6, and can't forget, if you're gonna play a Game Boy game, you need your Super Game Boy. They're basically the same, goddamn. The most wanted section was the writer's bullshitting just due to number 2. I don't know though. I honestly don't think so. When we get, I mean, we're weeks out from it, but when we get to the Players Poll contest, let's take an extra gander at the card and the options for the most wanted, because there may only be a limited selection there, and like it may be dominated by first party entries. I wouldn't be surprised in the least. We've always been stupid, susceptible marketing. Nothing has changed. Yeah. I think if anything, we're more aware of it now, but it hasn't necessarily made it any less effective. So, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and read through everything else on this page, and then we'll round up all the stuff y'all mentioned and give it a play. Game Boy top 10 this month: Link's Awakening, Donkey Kong Land, Metroid 2, Kirby's Dream Land 2, Super Mario Land 2, Wario Land, which is Super Mario Land 3, DK94, Tetris, Mortal Kombat 2, and Wario Blast. Compared to last month, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of the 10 games have not moved. First, second, third, fifth, sixth, 7th, and 9th have not moved. And you know what? 4th and 8th just switched places. And then Wario Blast showed up out of nowhere. That's so... Oh, fucking Earthworm Jim. My god. Sorry, what? Poor kid's putting the N64 port of Cruisin' USA on there as well. Port sucks. What we know now and also then is Super Mario Land 3. I'm of the opinion that DKC 1 and 2 are both equally good, but in different ways. Did its cartoon start around now? It did, and as much as I dislike the Earthworm Jim video game, I actually really liked the cartoon. The cartoon was really well written, really well voice acted, just clever and funny. Nice compliment to like what WB was doing with stuff like Animaniacs and Freakazoid. It was good stuff. Don't know shit about the cartoon at all. I would heartily recommend you check it out. It is quality. It is quality. Lion King did get called, so you get to see me beat my head against that. Enjoy the game. I'm truly baffled by DKC being at the top of that list. You mean Donkey Kong Land? Because it's new and exciting and it's not out much. Well, actually, I'm a little confused now. Because according to this, Donkey Kong Land's been on the chart for 6 months. I guess they've just had it Maybe Donkey Kong Land was supposed to come out at the beginning of 95 and got pushed back, but Nintendo Power was already starting to puff it up. So they had it on their voting lists, and it just, out of excitement and anticipation, it got voted way up. Maybe that's in Gorilla Months. And then their specialty chart this month is top 10 movie-based games. All right. Number 1 is The Lion King on Game Boy. Number 2 is Jurassic Park 2, which oh, sorry, hang on. Number 2 is Jurassic Park 2 on Game Boy. Jurassic Park 2 on Super NES is actually pretty solid. It's a decent platformer shooter. Game Boy though, what the fuck? Maybe the kids didn't know what they were voting for. Maybe they thought they were voting for the SNES versions. Of course, Lion King on SNES is in 3rd place, so. Followed by Addams Family Values. That's the Zelda-y one. True Lies was legit good. We tried that a month or 2 back and actually had a legit good time with that. Judge Dredd isn't even out yet, you fucking posers. Star Trek Generations isn't even out yet, you fucking posers. Jurassic Park is very difficult, but a very interesting game. Disney's Aladdin should have been number 1. Out of all of these games on here, Aladdin absolutely should have been number 1. And Alien Cubed should have been higher up. It is an awkward game, but the fact that it's like an open platformer, like mission based, is pretty cool. Kids have awful taste. News at 11. Mom didn't let me play games that weren't for girls, so I had like Sonic and Disney. Wow, really, Brunhilde? Jokes on her, Disney games were apparently hardcore. Hell yes, they were. Oh my god. Disney games could break you and build you back up again. Yep, Aladdin was dope. Aladdin was so good I beat it on stream a while back. Genesis Aladdin has great animation and basically nothing else. Well, fortunately, SNES Aladdin has great animation and everything else, as it turns out. Genesis one was real hard. Super NES was great. So good. Curious now to play the first Addams Family Super Nintendo game. Surprisingly good. Had no idea they made more. Yeah, it's really curious because the original SNES Addams Family is basically a Mario pastiche. It's basically like Mario, and it's based on the first film. And then Addams Family Values obviously is based on the second film, but it's a Zelda-style game. You play as Fester, top-down, working his way through like puzzle dungeons and stuff, collecting items to make his way through the game and rescue baby Pubert. Wasn't sort of Metroidvania-esque one by Ocean? Addams Family? I want to say we've had all the Addams Family Nintendo games that we're gonna have at this point, and none of them were really Oh, yeah, no, yeah, you're thinking of the NES one. Yeah, you're thinking of the NES one, because the NES one is definitely like a side-scrolling adventure game. Was there a cool spot for SNES? Yes. Yes. It is very pretty. It is fun for a while, but the level design turns to complete ass when you get to like the bathtub level. Did Ocean ever make good games? Yeah, I would say so. Would it be okay for me to request this? Of course it would. You don't have to ask to request something. Dude, some motherfucker requested Earthworm Jim. All bets are off. Hang on. You know what? While y'all are getting in a few more requests, I'm gonna do a thing. I am gonna ocean up. Obviously need another drink. I'm gonna open up Ocean's Gameography, and I'm gonna skim through it and pick out the good games for you. Ocean Software, right? Let's see here. Licensed games. Here we go. On this stream, it's best to make the streamer suffer. See you in 2 minutes then. That's not that much stuff, honestly. Okay, they're licensed games. Addams Family. I would say that's good. Addams Family Pugly's Scavenger Hunt. Garbage. Addams Family Values. Interesting. Batman. Ocean Batman. I don't know. Another Ocean Batman. Batman. I don't know. Clive Barker's Nightbreed. Wow, okay. There were 2 Nightbreed games. Cobra. Cool World was awful. Darkman wasn't too bad on the NES. Dennis the Menace was bad. Eek the Cat was bad. Flintstones was passable. Frankie Goes to Hollywood? Oh, I didn't play that. The Highlander game. Hook. I think we played Hook, didn't we? I don't remember. There's a Hudson Hawk game on the NES. I think we played that and it was bad. Jurassic Park. Did Ocean make... No. Yes? No, okay. Ocean made the really cool Jurassic Park game with like the first person stuff. Knight Rider, Lethal Weapon, Manchester United, Miami Vice, Navy SEALs, Platoon. They made Rambo, chat. They pioneered Rambo likes. Rambo 3, Red Heat. Oh god, they made the RoboCops. Oh, those are all awful. Run the Gauntlet, The Shadow, Short Circuit, Street Hawk. T2 game was terrible. Top Gun was terrible. Total Recall. I don't remember playing the Total Recall game. Transformers Untouchable. V, the computer game. Waterworld. Waterworld on Virtual Boy. We'll judge that one on its merits when it comes out. Super Turrican 2 is published by Ocean? Alright. Shitload of arcade conversions, including Donkey Kong. Shitload of these. And then other games. God, there's a fuckload of these. Oh, Choplifter 3 was pretty good. Clay Fighter, Claymates, Doom, the SNES PAL version. Legend of Batman is a legit good puzzler for the era. That's interesting. Mr. Nuts. How can you hate a company that made Mr. Nuts? Super James Pond, Jesus Christ. Weapon Lord. Well, that was developed by Visual Concepts, and then Ocean did the PAL version. Monster Max and Soul says Batman started that whole genre / lineage. So Ocean made some good games, not like, I mean, they weren't like super, they were super prolific, but not like, not necessarily with the good games, so. Drop some cool spot lore. What the hell is this? If I think about Cool Spot and find reason there aren't immediately apparent, involving Tommy Tallarico, huh? Supposedly made the music for the Genesis version using the GEM system, not programming music written by a flag system. Tallarico decided in infinite wisdom to program most of the tracks for Cool Spot with so many instruments that the only way to actually hear the entire song was to play half on one Genesis and half on another. Oh my god. What an idiot. Did manage to get decap attack somehow. All right, and then last thing they have here is the Hall of Fame. They're actually just like running back games that they've mentioned here before. OG Zelda, OG Final Fantasy, OG Dragon Warrior, what we now know as Dragon Quest. So, not exactly notable. All right, so in terms of requests, 6. Lion King, Bassin, DKC2, Earthworm Jim, Aladdin, and Addams Family Values. Well, we better get to it while the getting's good, chat. Hang on, sit tight. Oh, Chrono Trigger music. Chrono Trigger music, chat. I shouldn't get too excited. That's still a ways off in our future. But I have been thinking about it. Chrono Trigger soon. I will say, I will remind y'all, I have pledged to do Earthbound before Chrono Trigger, just because that's the that's the order that they came in Nintendo Power. So yeah. Fall back to learning curl up and ball like a cat. We'll both weigh down the cows. That sounds lovely. Enjoy, Tradon. I'm sorry, Drake Nell. I saw Tradon's message right above you. My bad. Please forgive me. I love that GIF edit so much where Rafiki just pitches baby Simba off of Pride Rock. I think about that every single time I see that. Difficulty. Easy.
It starts.
It sure does. Just has so much nostalgia. I got emotional. That's what we're here for, Brunhilde. That's why I do what I do. Nostalgia is a hell of a drug. And sometimes it is the balm that soothes what ails you. What's my scream button? It doesn't exist. Somebody just exploded. That's right, the Beatles explode. Cool. Cool. No, that's worked fine. Cool. Ow. Oh shit. Cool. Give me that. Cool. Oh, some cool bugs. Cool. Die on that shit all the time, that jump there. Cool. Oh, and easy, you only have to hit the boss once, apparently.
Everything the light touches is our kingdom.
James Earl Jones, digitized for the Super NES. Not even the first time it's happened. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, I just can't wait to fuck up this level. The real Lion King starts here. I've been yoked the wrong direction. There we go. Wahoo! Oh no, Jesus Christ, no. Please, God, no. I hate this. At least I can see what it is. Oh god. Oh lord. Okay. Took me easily an hour to get him by the edge of the cliff panting and then pull off that impossible throw. So many 90s games are made obscenely hard so they wouldn't be beaten in a single rental period. So why does the background just suddenly snap from blue to yellow? That's weird. Arf. Rorf. I did it! Oh my Jesus! Chad, I did it! Now I get to fall in the water and die. At least I found a new place to die over and over and over again. Why are they both floating in the air? Fuck me. God damn it. Meow. Okay, if I just hit the button, I'm gonna die. Christ almighty, man. Oh, no. No, what the fuck? No, wrong way. Fuck, I was right there! Oh, I just can't tell those made 6 months yet. I feel for the QA department. This had to be maddening. Who decided to put the water in the background? Doing the one up without a symbol, just one up, just up. Yeah, there it is. Cool. It's fine. Nope. And look at the song from the movie. There's a surprising number of elements from the movie, water included. I mean, they obviously tried. You know, they obviously put a shitload of effort into this. The problem is, it's just miserable to play. Just pure agony. I don't know what the fuck I was supposed to do there. Bless you for your suffering. Fuck!
The king has returned.
He certainly didn't fucking wanna. Oh, you have to starve in the... Okay. Have you tried being good at it? Tried shutting the hell up? Oh, fuck! Absolutely agree on this level being agony. It was the this rental's going back moment. Ah! Says you, I love this game still. I have no idea why. I got a mod for the Genesis collection to let it be available there. Oh, that's cool. I mean, I'm certainly not gonna give anybody shit for liking this game. It is very pretty. And I mean, if you grew up with it and learned its ins and outs, like that can make it a lot more bearable. You know, you're bound to have a much different experience than, you know, middle-aged man trying to struggle through it on the internet. So less painful than Nava in this game. Yeah. You know, a lot of companies didn't realize back in the 90s if your game blocked players with an absurd difficulty spike, something on the wall, a lot of players just get frustrated and not play the game anymore. Yeah. Yeah, it's one of those things that it took developers a long time to figure out. Okay, you do have to double jump there. I do like that animation. 10 games and none were RPG because those were not good. We weren't religious. We couldn't figure it out. Sexism for sexism's sake. Maybe it's Stockholm Syndrome. I always try to think, do I have any games that I really like that are like really poorly designed and I just happened to come to grips with them when I was a child. And I always have trouble thinking of something like that offhand. I'm a Sonic fan, so yeah. No commentary needed there. Oh, I see. Oh my god, I see it. I finally see that fucking nest that's hitting me. And name weather right now, I probably have a lot of something I can think of off the top of my head. Listen, up until like 97, you were so fucking good. Yeah, shame about that last 25 years, isn't it? It's not oddish. Every game you like is perfect and good because you're perfect and infallible. Oh, I know better than that. I know I love some trash. It's just I can't think of what that trash would be off the top of my head. I could look through my game drawer and try to figure it out. Flap, 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 flap. Okay, now what the hell was I hitting there? Are there like 3 nests up there that I'm not seeing? You used to love Fighting Force 2 on the PS1 as a kid. Game's atrociously boring now. Maximum Chase on the OG Xbox. That sounds insane. What is he hitting? I hate you. God damn it, Simba. Isn't it found Volgar the Viking 2 exists? Initial impressions, wow, this is definitely more Volgar the Viking. Cutscenes in Maximum Chase are actually incredible. It's not a good game, while experience is just insanely memorable. I guess I put up with some real crap because of how much of a Star Wars fan I was when I was a kid. I mean, I will absolutely go to bat for the JVC Super Star Wars games, and they are jank as fuck. I played a lot of Star Wars Rebellion on the PC, which is definitely 100% not a good game. What is he hitting? Gonna get back for the Kingdom Hearts games, playing quite well as games. Oh, I guess Kingdom Hearts was real crap. I'll fight for it to be trash. I've only played the first Kingdom Hearts, and I was real into it for a while. And I got to the end game, and I was like, I have had enough. This has thoroughly and completely worn out its welcome. Okay, we're gonna, for my own good and sanity, I think it would be best. I'm gonna catch a fish. That's what I'm gonna do. There's gonna be fishing. That's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. Get a fish. Sanity is overrated. Kingdom Hearts 2 is the one I really loved, although I do think it takes a bit long to unlock the fun abilities. The only thing I know about... Welcome to the exciting world of bass fishing! Only thing I know about Kingdom Hearts 2 is there is, like, a really long opening area to it that people don't really like. That kind of drags. Usually let a game be good on mechanics and occasional highlights is all. I think that's a perfectly legit stance. If you need more than that, I think that's legit. Wish I get you play real fishing on the PS1. Genuine fishing simulator goes for realism in the first-person view. Calming stream of river sounds and waiting. Lots of waiting. I guess we're gonna be Charlie Chum again. It's set up, but it does drag. Oh, fuck. We actually just get to... Okay. Just jump right back into chat. Why the hell not? Them some flashing. I will give them credit. I'll give them credit. They went out of their way to make the sonar fish finder look like an actual fish finder. Oops. Looks like a good spot for a big bass. Wait a minute. Wait, no. This isn't it. This isn't the one I caught actual fish in. Was it? What was that one? Incorrect bass game. No, the one I did, you actually had an underwater view. That was cool. Also, that is the worst, the absolute worst reeling noise ever. It was the other fishing game with bass in the title. Oh, well then. How about that? Ha ha, you'll never get one doing that. Yeah, you're right. Next. All right, well, this is something. Was it license? Oh, was it Bassmaster? Okay. Assmaster. Guys, Lisa's fucking dad from Lisa. All right. Hang on. Hold on to your asses, ass holders. We got something special. We're jumping ahead in time. I missed it, Bassmaster. It was the wrong bass game. Diddy's Conquest. I get it. 1 player, 2 player, team, 2 player, contest. So we're starting right where the last game left off. That's cool. That's cool. Pirate Panic. What's the plot of this game? Does this game have a plot? I've kidnapped that lumbering fool Donkey Kong. You'll never see me on Har Har. Oh, okay, never mind. I take it back. I know the plot now. The plot is bananas. I've never played this. I was not into DKC when I was a kid. I played... It's a lady. I played the original a little bit on like the demo kiosks at Sears or whatever, but I didn't have it as a kid. And I mean, I've talked about this before. I wasn't really interested. I've never really been a fan of this art style, frankly. I don't really like pre-rendered stuff like this. I like some pre-rendered stuff, but not the way they did it here. So, now, doing the power hours, I did come back. Oh, Christ. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Lord. Doing the power hours, I did end up doing a full playthrough of Donkey Kong Country, and that was pretty good. Like, I definitely see the appeal. Will you fucking die or something? What the... I hate this dude. God almighty. Okay, I just did something. Find the token! He hates you too, so that tracks. Dude. I'm a goddamn genius, chat. Holy shit. Give me that fucking rhino. Hey. Are we going this way, are we? Are we going this way? That's a big ass coin, my god. Okay. My complete horseshit game was probably Dark Void. Game just didn't work at any level. Main Brace Mayhem. Oh, this looks cool. That's a gross-ass sound effect, but still, good job. This song, I love this song. Oh my god, I love this song. I don't know how the hell you're supposed to get over there, though. Dixie? Did she, like, do something? Oh my god, oh god, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I tried to switch to her and instead threw her into harm's way. I'm a terrible, terrible person. Well, I guess that was karma. What's the worst misstep you guys remember a franchise taking? I have a really good answer for this. Diddy is better than Donkey Kong in 1. Dixie is better than Diddy in this game. How do you switch? Okay, I don't need you to fucking... Ha! Kicked him in the ass. Okay, she got a hair spin. No, don't do that. Oh. say so. I think I will. Look at Diddy just floats behind her. These games have such fantastic music. Patented girl character levitation move. Easy to forget that select is a real button you have to press sometimes. I mean, let's be real. Let's be honest. On the Super Nintendo controller, the select button is the least used button of all. Girls just float. I don't know what to tell you. Oh, God. I know I have a really good answer for a series that, like, fell off bad. There's a game. I'm trying to remember it. There's a game that has a really contentious entry that I really didn't like. First few Fallouts are excellent racing game. Oh, Flat Out, sorry. Fallouts. Ah! I think that one time Bomberman tried to make a super realistic game for the 360. First two Flat Outs are excellent racing games. Flat Out 3 is the worst rated Steam game, or was for years. What the fuck is that game called again? Bomberman something Zero? Stalker Clear Sky was so unbelievably boring garbage, almost made me not go to the third game. Bomberman Act Zero, that was it. She hustling. Honk! Honk! Love these weirdos. Oh, fuck! Honk! Master Chief-ass Bomberman. Clear Sky is a buggy as a series, which is amazing. Yeah, I've heard it's like borderline unplayable. Unpatched. Conga. The jankiest of janks. You would like to see more DKC too? Oh, I should do that, shouldn't I? Eh. Nice. I think I'd prefer to do more of DKC 2 when it gets its full feature. Faction Warfare Flat Out didn't work without community patch. Come and say hello to your old grandpappy Cranky. I'm back by popular demand to offer you wealth, gameplay, and wisdom for this unnecessary sequel. Howdy, youngins, gather around and I'll give you some much needed advice. I'd sort out old K. Rool for you real quick, but I'd be spoiling the limited fun you're trying to get out of this shoddy product. Gaze in awe as you appreciate my knowledge. This is interesting. Below the letter K, you'll find a reward if you avoid the danger. Final Fantasy X2? I love Final Fantasy X2. I don't know what context we're mentioning this in, but I fucking love that game. For X2 over X, honestly, I don't. But I think there's an argument to be made that X2 is more fun to play than X. It has a fantastic battle system. Look, you wouldn't be the first person in this chat to dislike it, so don't worry about it. We have well established that every Final Fantasy is somebody's favorite and somebody's least favorite. It's simply the way of things. It's fine. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Never mind, I got the point. Alright, we're good. Love the job system. More exploit gameplay does it for me a lot more than X. X definitely has better writing, yeah. The story in X2 is not bad. It is wild. Like, compared to the fairly, well, I probably shouldn't call X's story straightforward. Compared to X2's is pretty straightforward. X2 goes places. Many places. She looks so weird hanging from that. She looks like one of Leatherface's victims. Wasn't done near replicating, I might give Final Fantasy Type 0 a try. It's supposed to be X's have 10. I always said like 10 and 10 2. No, that's fine. That's fine. 10-2 just sounds weird to me. Also, if I start calling it that, then I'm gonna get confused about Mega Man X, and y'all will laugh at me, and we simply cannot have that. I'm sorry, what was the... Oh, it was that button. Ah! I guess that's not how you get that. We'll laugh anyway. Yeah, I know. Been gushing about it on Discord. Near Replicant's excellent game and story. Highly recommended. Smacko. Oh, there's actually a splash. I hadn't noticed that. There's a splash from overboard when you stomp them. I love it. That's invulnerability? Huh. Weird. Funny as fuck when Mega Man 10 dropped, they had to drop Roman numerals not to confuse people about X. I like these little challenge rooms. Already this seems to have more interesting secrets than DKC did, and that goes a long way for me. Vulnerability music sounds like it belongs in a game show. Yeah, classic Mega Man games always had Arabic numbers. I think the Game Boy ones had... Yeah, Game Boy ones had Roman numerals, yeah. What's this? Kong College? What's Kong College? Hello, dearies. I'm Mrs. Wrinkly Kong, headmistress here at Kong College. I'm available to teach courses on how to play this game, or you can just pop in when you want to save your little old game. How can I help you? Oh, perfect. Sure, man. Much more about secrets and precision platforming. You need to have tight control for the... Well, as if you didn't in the last one. Some of the levels in DKC 1 were insanely tight with their execution. Especially the minecart levels. Good God. Your success in DKC 2, always finish the level as Dixie. Every Diddy clear is a failure. Okay. Trust me, I'll say is you didn't have to have tight controls in DKC 1, not compared to this. That's weird. I never noticed that. Figure out what that is. I actually have two versions of this. And I don't know what the second one is. I'm not going to find out right now. Considering how weird these are anyway. Remember someone doing a fun charity stream where they played DKC 2 for Doctors Without Borders? Every time they died, the amount they were donating along chat doubled. Oh my god. What kind of options does this game have? That is a really interesting controller. Oh, that's the difficulty. Okay, weird. Who requested this again? I resent you. We don't need to name names. so weird. I've never liked this game's vibe. I've always been impressed with the animation, certainly. But I'm just, it's such a it's such a weird vibe. At least it's not Booger Man. I mean, true. To say the least, this game's issues showing the controls on really fucked up controllers. I think that's cool. Like, if you're gonna have a weird, unique aesthetic, you might as well lean completely into it. So I appreciate that they did that. But yeah. Oh, I was supposed to jump off there. Yippee! I am so intensely not looking forward to Booger Man showing up in this magazine. Really just not. God damn it. I know there's a thing up there. I'm not stupid.
Yippee, yippee!
Oh, right. Big boomy one. It's not so much the vibe, something about the level design feels unintuitive. Oh god, like, yeah. The way the levels are laid out in this is, like, pure madness. It's not too terribly bad in this first level, but in Hell, I mean, I guess thematic consistency and whatnot, but yeah, in Hell, it's awful.
Yippee! Yippee!
If all you focus on the visual design, not the actual gameplay design, you get Earthworm Jim. It's an artist game, not a designer's game. Wait, that's... I know what that is. You can whip on those to swing. There we go.
Yippee!
Okay, that one. Something better than that, but what? Also, the enemies in this game. The enemies in this game are super awkward. Just the way they behave. They're just a real pain in the ass to deal with. Like, all of them.
Ow! Ow!
I have the GBA versions for some reason. I don't know why. Somebody gifted it to you, maybe. Jesus!
Ow!
Damn it!
Yippee!
This is me. The gun not showing your projectiles you fire also feels weird to me. It's one of the parts of this game I actually kind of like, because it's so unique.
Yippee!
Health and ammo seems pretty forgiving. Yeah-ish. There we go.
Yippee!
Do you like MDK? Warning. Shit. Ow. Fuck off. Fuck off, I said. thing feels like it's moving way too fast. It's like Evil the Cat's design. Shit, well, alright. It's also weird that they have a mini boss right before the actual boss. This is a good example of the vibe in this game I don't really like. Like, just weird construction guy vomiting up fish for some reason. Like, alright, man. If we must. He's an otter. God damn it. Huh, they actually restart you right from here. Yay! The animations are fantastic. Can't deny that. Animations are super fun, at least.
Groovy!
Groovy.
Groovy!
Oh, you can mash the buttons and make them say things. That's great. Look, chat, it's that one Sonic bonus level. Complete with blue orbs.
Whoa, Nelly!
One Nelly.
Whoa, Nelly!
Ah, shit. I want that.
Oh, Nelly! Yippee! Oh, Nelly! Yippee! Yippee!
I think if you don't beat Psychro to the end, you lose a life. I think. God, oh my eyes. Christ. Hear me out when I say this is an artist game. I mean this kind of game that feels like it's designed by artists making things they thought would be cool together, an ideas kind of game. The one where nothing is ever really analyzed or honed to make it enjoyable and understandable experience that they thought would be cool, and it went. Yeah, I don't disagree with that. Oh, you have to fight him if you lose. Okay.
Groovy! 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 Groovy!
Vibe part that kills it for you is he's trying to be real nice to the South, like Who Nelly and stuff, but ends up just mocking it. Yeah. Day before flash warnings. Yeah. The days before developers actually had to care about the well-being of their players. Okay, I hate this level. I hate this level. It is laid out like such trash, and these things, once they get on you, are like impossible to get off of you. Never beat this level? Yeah. This level is bad.
Yippee!
Yeah, this level is real bad. No! God damn it. I think you're supposed to outrun that. But again, who actually cares? God damn it.
Ow!
Double god damn it. Tried a couple times as a kid, got stuck, gave up, moved on, lived a happy life. Alright, yeah. I'm supposed to be running here.
Ow!
Fuck, I keep forgetting that. I don't know how the hell you're supposed to get that.
Ow! Yippee!
Okay, so here's a perfect example of what Tradon's talking about, actually. You get over here, you have to drop down on this crystal. This is to progress. Like, that platform above me is a place I've already been. You have to jump down. God damn it, it doesn't even want to do it. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, you didn't know about this? I knew about this from Nintendo Power. Because Nintendo Power fucking explained it. You have to stand on it and run. And it just levitates. You do a different part of the level. Why? I don't fucking know. And then we're gonna have to do that again later if I remember correctly. Oh god, then there's this. Yeah, then there's the gates you have to whip open. And then there's a lawyer. Fucking lawyers. Oh, right. This one teleports you to the mini boss. Yeah, the mini boss. The snowman in hell. I like the little puffs of snow that erupt out of the back of him as you shoot him. Also, I have no idea how you're supposed to do this effectively. Like, he can just instantly appear wherever he wants. No conveyance of that gem. There's no indication you have to stand on it and run. No, it isn't. And it actually makes it, because the gem is already rotating, it actually makes it pretty hard to run on it. Oh, it's... Okay, so this part... I don't even remember. Never mind, I don't remember how this part works.
Yippee! Yippee!
there's gonna be... Oh, this... Okay, this part, you get 2 platforms, and you have to jump between them to avoid the fire. That's not so complicated. Fuck! Okay. No, I want that continue. No, motherfucker, I want that continue.
Yippee!
Well, the gems function differently if they all look the same. I guess because it's hell. I guess they really are just trying to torment you with this one. What? Oh, this one might also be different. I don't remember what you do here. I don't remember why I'm doing that. There's a hook up there. Oh, do I have to... Hang on. No, I just got stuck in... Oh, wait. I don't know if you're supposed to be able to do that, but I did it. God damn it. Oh yeah, if there's two of those things, they're just gonna kill you. They're just gonna fucking kill you. Isn't that neat?
Yippee! Wow!
Oh good, and I just spawned to them. Alright, well let me see if I can do that skip again. Yep, looks good so far. It's always a good sign in your game if you have to creep forward slowly so that enemies don't just obliterate you. Okay, so Evil the Cat has stolen our suit, and I forget how this works. Oh, I think we just gotta survive, actually. I think the fire is eventually gonna... Yeah, the fire is eventually gonna melt through the platform it's on. Can you please fucking get this over with? Thank you, God. Suitless Jim is pretty funny though. Finish him! Oh yeah, okay. God damn it. Oh, good, you can start from this part. Fuck the 90s have against cats. Maybe it's a Garfield backlash? Who knows, really? God damn it. Nine lives.
Yippee!
Yippee! Well, I actually beat Hell Chat. You're welcome. Yeah, you have to do this between every level. Alright, if the next level is the one I'm thinking of, it's the one I never got past. Next level is the one I'm thinking of. It really, 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 really sucks.
Oh, Nelly! Yippee!
Yeah, fuck off. No! It is I who have fucked off now.
Oh, Nelly!
I think the next level is a bungee jumping, yeah.
Oh, Nelly!
I despise the bungee jumping level. Because I don't know how the fuck you're supposed to do it. Oh no, it's the underwater level. Okay, underwater level is actually kind of neat.
Wow! Yippee!
Oh god. Ow. So another problem with this game, it doesn't seem like it would be too zoomed in, but it actually kind of is. Because of how fast, damn it! Because of how fast Jim and other characters move, like, it can be really, really, really hard to respond to stuff. No, we're good. We're good. We're done. We're done. It's fine. I have actually beaten that stage before, chat. I have made it to the bungee jumping. And the bungee jumping is my heart out on that game. I can't do it. Imagine playing this reduced GBA resolutions. I'd rather not, yeah. Game's absolutely wretched for how gigantic Jim is. He needs to be half as tall for the game to feel fair. Continues our can of worms, and it is funny, yeah. There's a lot that's clever about its presentation. It just doesn't, for me, it doesn't come together to make a very fun experience. See, it's Capcom. That's why it's good. I'm going to aggregate. We know. We know. Now I gotta remember how you play this damn thing. Look at with the bird up there. Whoa! Ha! Okay, that's pretty fun. Ah, you have to jump on it. Hell yeah. How's Aladdin poor when they're just fucking gems lying around the streets? Not poor, has 34 apples. That's more than 10. And that's terrible. Earthworm Gym 2 has better level design than 1. Well, it's gonna show up eventually, so we'll give it a try when it does. Some kid who got really into Wish who doesn't have a game like this of it. It is kind of a lost art, isn't it? These licensed games. I mean, look, don't get me wrong, most of them were crap. There were good ones, like this one, but most licensed games were just trash. This is... yeah, that's that. Hey chat, remember when I beat this entire game without using this rug at all? Great thing about the bonus wheel is the best result is the tiniest square, the second best result is the most common one, the wheel credits. Chicken. Generic console licensed game got replaced by the licensed mobile. Yes, it did. You're absolutely right. And I think we're all the poorer for it. Ow. Whee. Now you say licensed games are dead when the Gollum game exists. Licensed games are dead because the Gollum game exists. What are you talking about? Chat, have you ever really pondered just how big that palace is? Have you ever really just internalized that? Because holy shit. It's basically a megastructure. Like, if it was in orbit, it would have its own gravity. I got pretty lucky on that. When was the last time I had licensed tie-in games? I mean, Shadows is absolutely right. They don't do like single player licensed games anymore like this. They do mobile games. Anything popular enough to rate a game gets a mobile game. No wonder you never hear about AM. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. This motherfucker. Look at Abu, it's so cute. That was it. Oh god. Yeah, that's death. Maybe I did completely ignore them because the fact actually pays attention to ads on YouTube. Yeah, exactly. I do not know the best visual glitch here, no. That horse gotcha is a licensed game? Yep. Oh, I need to be up here with Abu when he does that. Trade-up, just quick aside, you don't have to tag me every time. I do see what's going on in chat. Jump on his head and land on the edge of the stand roof. As close as above him, he'll turn around every frame. Oh, so he'll do like some like weird like jittery thing. That's pretty cool. Someday I need to try that one Lord of the Rings Final Fantasy X10 like? Huh. Was that on like PS2 or PS3 or something? Lord of the Rings: The Third Age on PS2. Okay. Remember I was telling you about Ambiguous Amphibian on YouTube? He did a bunch of the Lord of the Rings games too, like PS2 ones, so. He might have done that one even. Look how pissed Abu is about all this. Shockingly Red, GBA Diablo-like ones. He played one that was like... It was like an third-person action RTS thing? Like somewhere in between... It was weird. It was almost like... It was like a mashup of like a Dynasty Warriors and a MOBA sort of thing. It's pretty cool. Remember my dad went on a business trip to China and came back with a GBA game? It was Jimmy Neutron. It was a bootleg. You can handstand on bats. Aladdin's so acrobatic, you can handstand on anything. Ah, I almost had that. No, bonus. No. Come back. Come back. Oh. That was as good as it got. Whoa. Jesus. That's so cute. I know who you are. Yeah. They talked about cool single-player Korean games before the Kingdom Under Fire series is legit worth a shot, especially since they're on Dog. Cool. Okay. Look at Aladdin's face for a second. Is he like grinning? I can't tell. There's a bunch of really light pixels on his face. And I'm not sure what exactly is going on there. No! Shit! Can't see his mouth at all. It's supposed to be his nose, cheek, chin. Yeah, his coloration on the pixels under his eyes kind of throw me off. The main character's named Rick Blood. His mouth's hanging open like slack-jawed idiot he is. Okay, on this chatting, it's time. Cat has come to herd me upstairs. Have a good night, Brunhilde. It was good to talk to you. Take care. And I don't think I really paid much attention to it last time. The background's really pretty. Oh, God. No, no, no. Don't do that. Don't do that. Remember the Aladdin TV show? The Aladdin TV show is great. Oh, my God. I have to do this whole thing over again. The Aladdin TV show really took the concept and like expanded it in some really cool ways. Had some fantastic villains. I'm having trouble with these platforms. Had a big effect on you as a kid. Mechanicles, greatest of the great Greek geniuses. And there was that guy, the like necromancer dude who was like the anti-Aladdin. Like actually looked like Aladdin, but evil. The fuck was his name? Mosenrap? Was that his name? That guy. Yeah, he had the eel named Xerxes, didn't he? The flying eel. That was weird. And he had a skeleton arm. That was super cool. But yeah, they had some great episodes of the TV series. I mean, they had some episodes that were suitably epic. And then they had some other ones where it's just like, I remember there was one episode where something happened and like Genie and Carpet basically resolved everything themselves and Aladdin got all the credit for it. And it was basically about, you know, hey, we're a team, don't forget that. Yep, Magic Gauntlet Skeleton Hand. Sadly missed out on it since I was, when I was a kid, it basically stopped airing. Yeah. Infidels. Hercules cartoon is fun too. I never saw that one. I've only seen the Hercules movie once, and I barely remember it. Alright, you know what happens. We're gonna have to get out of here. Wubba. Wubba, wubba, wubba. Oh, you guys jumped backwards for that one, huh? Favorite cartoons when I was a kid were Avatar, TMNT 2003, some of the anime airing around then. Yep, I was fortunate enough to grow up with... I actually remember Gummy Bears. Gummy Bears, DuckTales, Tailspin, Aladdin, Gargoyles. Holy shit, Gargoyles was so good. Gargoyles is an amazing TV series. Also, I just realized how fast the background is moving. Yeah, the Disney afternoon cartoons were just, they were all incredible. They were so good. But then I also had like Tiny Toon Adventures and Animaniacs. There was a lot of cool cartoons when I was a kid. Yeah, all that stuff's on Disney Plus now, which is nice. It's nice and fuck. Yeah. I have the GBA version of this game in a few days though. Surprised at the absurd price of it. Checking the price for the console again. I'm very fucking happy to say it's still cheap as hell. What, even the Super NES version? I want to get to the carpet riding part, at least. I am always surprised to hear any time a Super Nintendo game is not like more than $100. Oh, you don't have the rug here. SNS average is 15. That's amazing. I guess that means there's a lot in circulation. I guess that means there's a whole shitload of them out there. Wubba wubba. Wubba. Wubba wubba. Ah, get up there. Oh, there it is. Oh, maybe you lose the rug when you continue and you have to pick it up from one of the chests. Shit. Skip. Yes, I did it. Sweet. Level goes on way too long. I think it's running up against that, but I don't think it's actually too long. I love his waggly finger. This one's cool. Just really well animated, really well executed. It's neat. Kind of neat to have like a shmup style flying sequence like that where you really have to stay on the leading edge, but it's still not too hard, because it's very easy for sequences like that to become too hard. And then we got Genie, and then this is like easily the weirdest stage in the game. Like, I think the conceit of this level is that Genie invites you into his lamp to see what his realm is like. In terms of game design, I think the developers just wanted to go ham on a level. Just make the most bonkers thing they could. Oh, right, I gotta wait. Oh, shit, okay. Ha somehow I got that backwards. Favorite set of stages? I like the aesthetic of them, but I don't really like the platforming because of situations like that. Like, I don't even know how I got turned around there. I guess trying to make sure I didn't overshoot it. Yeah, that's what it was. And woe be to you if you don't realize you can swing on those red gems. Did the same thing again. Those are neat platforms because you can either hang under them or bounce off the balloon top. Say this rendition of the song feels a lot more in the spirit of the actual song itself than I Can't Wait to Be King. Also true, yeah. Also very true. I'd say probably the hardest part of this game, and like the level design definitely helps with it, is figuring out what things you can do handstands off of. Because it's not always obvious. By this point, Capcom mastered how to use the SNES sound more than Westwood, I feel like. But Westwood would have been... When did Westwood start working on, like, the Super NES? What was their first game on the Super NES? Apparently the designer of this game was one Shinji Mikami. No kidding. I think all 3 times I've gotten the bonus wheel, I feel like it's landed on this star. Like this one specifically. Pardon me, but who is champion of the Mega Man series? Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Was champion of Resident Evil and God Hand. My mistake. I apologize. Yep. I mean, this really is a special platformer because of how well everything flows in it. It's not easy to make a platformer like that. It's not easy to make one where everything feels like it just clicks from one platform to another. Cool how beatable it is. It's an interesting way to put it, but yeah. Westwood's first SNES game was Young Merlin. Lion King was their second. Oh, oof. Young Merlin's a rough experience. Oh, this is the dungeon, right? So it's like, if I remember correctly, it's the dungeon and then the palace? Young Merlin was a heck of a rental. My dad helped you get... Wow, nice! I mean, the fact that you got through it at all is a testament to your perseverance, because that game's a bit of a mess. Love Westward to death. They come through on PC and Sega Genesis of all consoles. Okay. If I'm not careful, I'm gonna end up playing this game for the rest of the night. And I do have one more game I need to get to tonight. So we're gonna do that while I'm thinking about it. I mean, I have beaten Aladdin on stream at least once before. Possibly more. Yeah, we did good. We're doing good tonight, chat. We got past the table of contents and the letter page, and we spent the rest of the night on the power charts. We're gonna be on this issue for like 3 months. Also, legit good Genesis port of Dune 2. No kidding. Like the RTS/adventure game. Oh, that was a mysterious pyramid? Okay. Weird. Well, I mean, it's not as weird as like the genie subdimension and Aladdin's visit therein, but it's fine. When I was a kid, it kind of annoyed me because I was more of a stickler for like continuity and authenticity. So like I love the Super Star Wars games, but they are just chock full of bizarre shit. And I was like, why can't this be more like the movies? Now that I'm older and arguably wiser, I realize like that's the appeal of them. Like I straight up wish we would get new like Star Wars games with like fucking Scorpion Vader and like the made up aliens and stuff, like the lava filled sandcrawler and stuff. I would love to see that. Quite curious about this one. This is an interesting one. This is a really, really interesting one. Imagine getting Famicom Star Wars with Darth Vader as an evil Scorpion. Bro, I want a new licensed Star Wars game on Steam with fucking Scorpion Vader. I want it. Anyway, we're Uncle Fester. He can shoot lightning from his hands like the Emperor. That's the button. That's the talkie button. Oh, Fester, any luck finding dear Pubert? I do miss him. The place is too cheerful without his young yet strangely corrupt eyes staring from his crib. Nope, not yet. Never mind. How's things, Fester? Miserable. Glad to see you're enjoying yourself. This is another thing that I always bring up when we're fortunate enough to play games like this. The vast majority of licensed games, especially from this era, just kind of ignore the original like tone and theme of their property. That's always really bothered me about like the Tiny Toons game. The Tiny Toons games have the right look, but they don't capture any of the humor or charm of the TV show, right? And that's something that I really wanted to point out with this game, is like it actually has really, really good writing for the Addams family. It captures their particular macabre sense of humor. And I think that helps it a lot. Yes, I'm starting from the beginning again. I don't have any passwords handy. Spider-Man films based on the Raimi movies where Peter Parker keeps getting erupted from the film plot. What are you talking about? I remember this was really weird. Gatekeeper's home, visitors unwelcome. Can I suppose something writing-wise is you're gonna reach it? Yeah, sure. Get lost, no one gets in here. I've told you once, laddie, go away. Right, that's it. I've had it up to here with you. So interestingly enough, it seems like the very first combat encounter in the game is a boss fight. And I imagine this is where most players will learn that the range on your main attack is dependent on your health. Love the sound design. This game is dark. It is, isn't it? And wonderfully appropriate for the subject matter. There's a reason I did that. I don't remember what it was. I think I'm supposed to get a key from somebody for doing that. Oh, I think it's the same. The thing this game is made from Charm Fester. Later in the game encounters an intensely depressed sunflower plant. The sunflower soliloquies about the nature of their existential crisis, and Fester only replies, "Shut up." Granny. Now, Fester, you young slug, you look rough today. You say the nicest things, Granny. Take these cookies, dear. I made them myself. Black beetle cookies, made from choice-cut, slime-soaked black corpse beetles. Double cholesterol, too, for that pasty, flabby look your granny loves. It'll keep you in bad shape, whatever happens. Now go and see your brother Gomez. He has a little present for you. When did Fester get powers? I mean, you gotta fight with something, don't you? Generally wish more SNES games try to establish a dark atmosphere. It feels like there aren't many games on the system that establish an oppressive vibe. That's a huge reason why I like Super Castlevania 4 on the system so much. Like, not only does it do that, it's one of the few Castlevania games really to lean fully into its horror vibe. Garage says hi. Was that originally an SNES game? Can't leave yet. I haven't found baby Hubert. Probably why Clock Tower worked for you. Clock Tower is a really neat one. Clock Tower is really, really cool. Secret Evermore is a big one, yeah. Oh, there he is. I guess he materialized after talking to Granny. Fester, old bed, how positively awful to see you. Take this journal. You may need it to find your way around here. I now have a journal. You have anything else to say? Staunch work, Fester. Keep it up. Okay. It's actually under the impression Clock Tower is strictly a PS1 game for the longest time. No, it actually started on Super Nintendo, which is pretty cool. Sad Monster Party never got a second game or reimagining. Monster Party was a neat one. Granny will make you this. Granny will you do that. Bother, always bother with you, young Fester. Go away and let me be for a while. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do next. Oh, there was a button back here, and I didn't push it. So this is technically Dungeon 1. God, I need to quit pushing that button. It's driving me crazy. I think that button opens something. Loving the Fester sprite. The eyes are neat. Open the gate. That opened the gate. Okay, cool. Zelensky must be around here somewhere. Hopefully she has Pubert. At least enough bits of him for Granny to put him back together. Fuck, I need to stop doing that. Alright, better than Fester's Quest, but then again, that's because there's no awkward bullet mechanics. Yeah. Well, I mean, that makes a huge difference, frankly. Ah, it's raining. It's storming, really. Hey, Mac, listen up. If you want to strike a blow for floral liberation, stop Miss Zelensky controlling the plants. Bring me the black rose that grants her power. Take this key. It should get you into the caverns where the rose is kept. I now have this skull key. There's somewhere in here. Okay, that's my key now. Yeah, the sprite work in this game is really, really good. Characters end up being very, very evocative. Because plants are NPC because no human wants to be near the Addams. I think in one of the movies, it touched on all the weird living plants in their garden. I think. Oh, I think we want to go over there. I think now that I have a key, I think I can go over there. Oh, maybe, maybe not. Ah, there we go. Wish they'd given the 90s show a proper game. PAL Fester's Quest bullets go through background power-ups, go by 4. Yeah, the PAL version of Fester's Quest plays so much better. So much better. Three different ET games for the Game Boy Color. Super Famicom ports of Wizardry 1, 2, and 3 are a pretty dark atmosphere. That's cool. 1, 2, 3. The clue is V. I think I get that. 1, 2, 3. I'm a genius! This is dark. There's big blocky sprites and bright colors. I think the important thing is not everything in this game is like super colorful. Certain things they need to get your attention pop, but definitely not everything. Good way to convey, yeah, it's a good way to convey the macabre, but they're having fun with it vibe. Absolutely, I very much agree with that. A. I don't know what those are. No, they're not items I can use. I honestly think we're overdue for a Golgo 13 remake or modern game, but that doesn't suck. Oh, I ignored this completely. Hubert is such an unfortunate name, even in this. That would be the joke. What the hell is going on here? Okay. Golgo 13 is so good. Why wasn't there Golgo 14? What is this supposed to be anyway? There's one warp that takes you to a different place. It takes you to the center there. Lol, never mind. Skeletons look like they're jamming. Here, I guess. Fuck. I'm a little uncertain of the whole lose attack range when you get hit thing in this, but yeah. Puzzle type I always hate doing a game where lights out puzzles. Yeah, they're pain. Also, it's not just range, it does less damage too. Trapped. Evil little Goombas were adorable. I guess I think you're supposed to go past. Seems like enemies don't respawn when you leave the room, at least. One bit of Mass Effect 1 gave you enough Towers of Hanoi for 9,000 lifetimes. Yeah, Towers of Hanoi are... I never want to see another Tower of Hanoi puzzle ever again. Had enough of those. They're like the lowest of the low effort puzzle inclusions in video games. Oh fuck, there's a bunch of those guys. Oh man, that's getting bad. Say that old Fester's looking pretty metal in this game. The gaunt sunken eyes have done really well in the sprite. This looks like something. Sweet. Blood? I now have a black rose. Damn, I did it, chat. Good for me. How about that? Only way to set up towers of noise, the solution is always the same. That's how you know it's a good puzzle. Oh. And I have the greenhouse key. Nice. Good thing I wandered out that way. Oh, but that's gonna reset all the enemies. Arg. Let's see if we can get back out of here. This is, I believe, the most I've accomplished in this game. I don't think the last time I played this, I actually managed to get a hold of the Black Rose. So this is pretty cool, honestly. This might actually be a shortcut. Hawks of 1,000 flies on whatever designer, oh god. It doesn't do that much damage anymore. Problems making towers of Hanoi the standard puzzle in the early 2000s, yeah. Oh no! You got a headache. Game over. So what happens when you continue in this game? Or do you? You do. Ah, okay. It resets you from the last doorway you went through. Okay. I was wondering what was up with the cosmology of Addams. Are evilish humans the only ones who know about all sorts of evil monsters and plants? Do regular humans know too, but choose to completely pretend they don't exist? Good question. Alright, chat. As compelling as this has been, I think I need to end it here so I can end on time and actually get some sleep tonight. I've been going pretty hard with Aisha lately. That means I've been rambling off to bed later than I should, so it seems like a good excuse to get in and on some earlier sleep tonight. But well, chat, we made it to page 9. Made it all the way to page 9. This, you know what? Since they moved the power charts at the beginning of the magazine, I don't think we've actually had a night like this. I don't think we've had a night where we just got hung up on this first page. And you know what? It was really fun. It was actually a really good time. We played the Lion King, and that sucked. We played the wrong Bass game, and that sucked. DKC 2 promised to be a lot of fun when we do get around doing the full thing. I got further in Earthworm Jim than I have previously on streams. Aladdin was a lot of fun, and Addams Family Values. Kind of wonder if that would be worth doing a full playthrough of sometime. It does seem like a neat game, and I would like to get past this initial area where you're going around and finding the flower and stuff. Chat did get rowdy, and you know what? Every once in a while, chat is licensed to do so. So, when we come back to this on Saturday, we'll be here. We'll be in Donkey Kong Land. So we'll get to a few more of the magazine's main features, and I'm assuming we will probably get hung up on the E3 feature, because that's going to be previewing a lot of games coming in the next year or two from here. So don't expect to make too much more headway in the magazine tomorrow, or Saturday, sorry. And don't want to dampen anybody's spirits, but I wouldn't expect to get to the Japan-only Epic Center feature on Saturday either. But trade-off is play a bunch of cool stuff, talk about it, have a good time, chat, just like we did tonight. So, schedule reminder, tomorrow night is the July Community Night, and we're focusing on RPG Maker games. Gonna play a whole raft of RPG Maker games. We'll be back here on Saturday to play some Donkey Kong Land and some other stuff. No stream on Sunday. I never stream on Sunday. Ever. And then more Aisha on Monday. Late game Aisha. End game Aisha? Late. Something. And don't forget to vote. If you haven't voted for what our next game after Aisha will be, you got 2 more days to do that, basically. So, oh god, with all that said, let's go find somebody to raid. Right on time. Well, now I'm a minute late, chat. But I think that's close enough to right on time for anybody's purposes, really. Alright, let's see. Ooh. I see Jerp is up. I don't... can we get to Jerp? Yeah, he's still playing. He's playing Noita. Noita is cool. Noita is a neat game. I'd like to go back to Noita sometime. Yeah, let's go hang out with Jerp for the rest of the evening, since he's been quite nice about raiding us lately. Anyway, chat, I'm stumbling over my words. I'm rambling. I've had a lot to drink, and I am ready for bed. So, thank you so much for coming out tonight. Hope you had a good time playing some random stuff off the power charts, and I hope you're looking forward to more goodies in this issue. And hopefully, I will see you tomorrow night, the July Community Night. But until then, always, y'all, take care. Bye, everybody.